All right. Oh, wow. What a tangled web we weave. So, just found out today that next week the Zone is going to be raising their subscription price from $9.99 to $19.99. So it's going to be going up. It's going to be going up $10, man. And they've only been around since October of 2018, so it's only been 5 months, and already they're raising the subscription price at $10. Now, in fairness to them, they are offering an annual rate of $99, which comes out to about $8 a month, which is definitely a bargain. It's a steal. But why are they raising the price up so soon? Now, obviously, we know they're spending money out the wazoo to get all these fighters. So now, is Deontay Wilder going to have to ask for proof of funds if he was ever to fight on DAZN? Because if they're raising prices, that means that, something's up. Something's up with the finances, right? If they're raising prices, you don't usually raise prices when things are going good, right? Tend to lower prices when you got your margins where you want them, when you got your subscriptions where you want them. So what's going on, man? What's going on, guys? This DAZN. I mean, I'm a subscriber to DAZN, so I'm happy. But we hear all this talk about how bad Showtime's doing. Showtime's running out of money, and this and that. And they're going to go out of business. Pay-per-view's dead. But last I checked, pay-per-view is pretty much the same price since for the last 4 years. Like, it hasn't gone up in 4 years. Pay-per-view prices. Not that I'm saying pay-per-view is the greatest thing in the world, but since 2015, 2014-ish, last 4 or 5 years, pay-per-view has not gone up. Now, the DAZN has only been around in the United States for 5 months, and it's already going up, man. $10. So what's this mean, guys? Explain this to me. Unrivaled Boxing Talk News B, where did you hear this? Or where did you see this or hear this? I saw it on the internet there. I'll tell you the article. There's a couple people reporting it right now. Los Angeles Times reported it. Mike Coppinger reported it. Let me tell you, there's a lot of people. I'll put a link to the subscription. Ring TV's reporting it. Everyone's reporting it. So next week the prices are going to go up. So here's something else too that you guys who are, my Showtime subscription's been the same for a long time too. This means slap nuts in the chat says this means broke fans have to smoke half a blunt of reggae and then they can't pay $99 and cancel it right away. Well, I don't know, man. I mean, what does this mean? What does this mean? Obviously, this can't be good if they're raising prices already 5 months in. I know they signed a lot of fighters. Is this why they're begging Deontay Wilder to sign a multi-fight deal instead of giving him a one-off? Because they're hurting in subscribers. And something else too, like I feel kind of cheated a little bit too, because if I knew that I could have paid $99 up front instead of having to pay $9.99, if I was able to save $2 a month, I would have paid all the money up front. Why didn't they tell me that back in October? That's kind of shady. That's kind of shady, guys. It's going into effect next week for new subs. Correct. It means you can get the DAZN for $8 a month. That's a steal. That's a steal. But what about all the other people that aren't going to put up the money up front? What if they want to try it out first? What if they don't? What if people don't want to commit to the DAZN for a year, and they decide, let me try it out for a couple months first to see if I like it before I cancel it? So you're basically forcing people into paying the $99 up front. Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, boxing fans will. But aren't you looking to try to go outside the box? Aren't you looking to pick up some casuals here? I'm not sure if they'll get the first month free. I'm assuming they will. Maybe. I don't know. Alex T says the DAZN's going to eventually cost as much as every other cable subscription as time goes on. So the price stays the same for current subscribers. The price will stay the same for current subscribers up to a year. So I signed up in October. So in October of this year, they're going to raise my price to $19.99, and I'm going to have to come up with $100 up front. So to save myself from paying the $19.99. So I don't know. I mean, like everyone else is supposedly running out of money according to Eddie Hearn, but no one else is raising their subscription prices. Why is that, Eddie? And here's another thing that I saw today on YouTube. Adam Smith was being interviewed, and the interviewer was saying, "Well, what's going on with Sky Sports? All of the Matchroom cards, six of the next 7 Matchroom cards in the upcoming months are all going to be in the U.S. So, what does that mean for Sky? I'm sure Sky will show them too. But are you guys happy about having to stay up to 3 o'clock in the morning watching these fights when before you didn't have to? You know, is Eddie still the man now after doing all this, taking all the? I thought UK boxing was booming, and why are all the UK fighters coming over here to fight now? If it's so booming in the UK, why is Joshua Wilder going to end up being in the United States now, according to Eddie Hearn, instead of the UK? If the UK is booming so much, that's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Why is Sky all of a sudden getting the short end of the stick? Don't be surprised. Frank Warren's been putting on a lot of good cards over in the UK right now. Don't be surprised if he sneaks in the back door and gets his deal back with Sky like he had before. Don't be surprised if that happens. So what's going to happen to Sky Boxing if all the cards are going to be over here now? All the fighters are going to come over here. Dillian White will probably end up signing that ESPN deal, I would say. And I'm sure, his fights will still be broadcast on Sky. But if you want in the United States, they'll be broadcast on ESPN. But once again, you guys are going to have to stay up till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning to watch Dillian White now. Kyle Frampton, he's coming over to the United States. He's going to be signing with ESPN. Billy Joe Saunders, all these fighters. Kyle Frampton and Billy Joe Saunders obviously are Frank Warren fighters. But Frank is still doing a significant amount of shows over in the UK, where Eddie Hearn is pretty much. And Katie Taylor, I think her last 3 fights were in the United States. So that's telling, guys. That's telling. That's telling. Eddie said himself, Sky can't compete with his own money, says Shower upon them. Yeah. Frank Warren. Go listen to the interview with Adam Smith. Adam Smith seems to think Frank Warren put on some good cards. He was happy about it. Ben G says Rick Glacier says ESPN Plus has 2.5 million subscribers and DAZN has 80K. I mean, you got to admit one thing, and again, I know everyone's gonna call me a hater, but you UK fans are hilarious. You sit there and talk about how great Eddie's been for UK boxing, which, again, he has put on some good cards in the past. There's no question about it. He has done some great things. But boxing's a business that it's basically, what have you done for me lately? Now, if he's taken all the UK cards and putting them on United States, bring them to the United States and focusing on the American market, now he's telling you, now he's going back on his word and saying, oh, you guys deserve the unification fight, but now he's telling you it's going to be in the United States, and he's basically giving you guys the middle finger, but yet you guys still ride this guy's you-know-what. He's telling you all these fights that you used to be able to watch in prime time, now you got to stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning and watch them. While we are going to pay $9.99, well, I'm going to pay $9.99 to watch all the fights that you guys have to pay $40 a month for to watch. Or you have to pay $25 for a pay-per-view. Well, I'm getting all these fights, all these UK cards for $9.99, multiple UK cards for $9.99. So Eddie Hearn is taking care of me more so than he's taking care of you, and I'm the American. But Eddie's great for UK boxing. Eddie's just like everybody else. He goes where the money is. Now he's finally learning. At first, he said, I underestimated this market. I didn't fully understand this market. Now he knows. Now he's starting to see where all the cash is. We told you this. I mean, 19 of the world champions right now are American. We have 19 world champions in the United States. You guys have 5. You guys have 5. I don't wish bad on anybody. I really don't. But Eddie Hearn's sitting there making fun of fighters, saying that they don't know what they're doing. They're being told what to do. They're being manipulated. But meanwhile, Anthony Joshua was all excited about that $50 million until Rob McCracken said, hey, I mean, we owe it to the UK fans. Why don't we just do it in the United States? Excuse me, why don't we just do it in the UK instead of the United States? But that was okay for Rob McCracken to talk Anthony Joshua into taking the $50 million, though, right, Eddie? I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. You sit there and you make all these crazy statements, man. And you're trying to make this more about you than it is about the fighters. You're the one in front of the camera doing all the interviews while your fighters are sitting in the back. You're the one speaking for your fighters, while Deontay Wilder is the one speaking for himself. He's the one who's putting himself out there. Every fighter has managers and advisors and lawyers, and everyone has a team, just like Anthony Joshua has a team. You even said yourself, we sit down as a team and we make decisions. If Anthony Joshua is the boss, but you guys still sit down as a team. Make no mistake about it. Nothing happens unless the fighter signs the contract, regardless. No one's forced to do anything unless they sign the contract or sign a contract of some sort. Deontay Wilder signs contracts on a fight-to-fight basis. Okay? So if he's being told what to do, then Steven Espinosa wanted to put the next fight on pay-per-view, and he said no. And Steven Espinosa listened. So if he's not the boss, then why isn't this fight on pay-per-view like Steven Espinosa wanted it? Why isn't Brazil Wilder on pay-per-view like Steven Espinosa wanted it? Because Deontay Wilder is the boss. Just like Anthony Joshua supposedly is the boss. I'm not going to say he is, and I don't know. But all I do know is you came out in an interview when you said we had a talk, and Anthony Joshua was very excited about that $50 million. So was I. We were interested. But Rob made a good point. He said, well, why should the fight be in the United States? I mean, look what we've built here. Quote unquote, look what we've built here. So if what you've built here was so great, then why are all your cards now going to be in the United States if you owe it to the UK fans? If he owes it to you UK fans, then why is he taking all the cards now and bringing them to the United States? And why now is Joshua Wilder going to be in the United States where before he owed it to you guys? He owed it to the UK. He owed it to the UK public before. So explain this to me, man. Explain this to me. And again, I don't know what's going to happen with these streaming services. All I know is I'm a subscriber to DAZN and I'm a subscriber to ESPN Plus. But my question to you guys is, as time goes on and things change, ESPN Plus is now charging for pay-per-views for the UFC. Okay? Now DAZN is increasing their price. After only 5 months, they're doubling their subscription price. And I know that you could pay $99 up front and get the whole year. But once again, not to beat a dead horse, what if someone, like initially when I first started out with DAZN, I said to myself, I'm going to try this out for a couple months to see how it goes, to see if I'm going to keep it. So if you force someone into putting up $99 right out of the gate, and then they don't end up liking it, and are they locked in for the year, or can they get their money back? Can they get part of their money? How does that work? How does that work? So I know they're going to get the free month, but what if they want to try it out for two or 3 months? What if they want to say, let me try this out for 2 or 3 months? But yet you force them into putting up that $99 for the whole year up front first. Is that something that someone's going to want to do? A lot of people don't like doing stuff like that. A lot of people like doing things month to month. you know? And some people, as crazy as this may sound, may not afford to put up $99 in 1 month. They'd rather spread it out over the course of 12, you know? So that's crazy, man. That's crazy. You're doubling your price in less than 5 months. Now, is the zone running out of money? People who are doing well don't raise prices, man. They don't raise prices. If your store is making, if you're getting a good enough margin and you're running a store, you're running a business, you're getting a good enough margin on your goods and services, you don't raise prices. You don't raise prices. So now Sky basically is taking a backseat to DAZN, and they're not getting the fights. So what's going to happen to, my question is, what's going to happen to Sky Boxing if Eddie is going in very deep into this U.S. market? And we're seeing articles, we're seeing interviews where Adam Smith has been vocal. He hasn't been happy. He hasn't been happy with the cards that Eddie's been putting on in the UK. He's questioned why are all these cards going to the United States? He's questioned it. They've had conversations about it. So is Eddie supposedly giving the UK fans and Sky the middle finger? Ask yourselves that, guys. Ask yourselves that. And then you're asking Deontay Wilder to sign a multi-fight contract with an app that could have money problems right now. Because we were under the impression that Canelo Alvarez was going to get 30, at least I was. Maybe I obviously I didn't know the deal. I don't know the contract. But we were under the impression, the way it was reported, is that Canelo Alvarez is going to get $33 million a fight. But come to find out, for that Rocky Fielding fight, he only got 15. He only got 15 million. Now, will he get 40 for the Jacobs or 45 for the Jacobs fight? Because that's a bigger fight. Who knows? Who knows how that 365 million is spread out? Who knows? I mean, who knows? And here's another thing people aren't realizing. Deontay Wilder signs 100 million, right? How does he know he's going to get Joshua? What if Joshua says, I don't want to fight you? Joshua's on a fight to fight. First and last right refusal. How is Joshua committed to fighting Deontay Wilder if he's not locked into a multi-fight deal? So what if Wilder was to sign that deal? He fought Brazil, and then Joshua said, nah, I don't want to fight him right now. I want to fight another fight, then I'll fight him. Like, how is it guaranteed that he's going to fight Joshua if Joshua is not signing any contracts that are basically saying that? Deontay Wilder's saying, yeah, I'll commit to the 3 fights or whatever. But is Joshua signing something that's saying that he has to fight Deontay Wilder? No. He's on a fight to fight, first and last right refusal. These are all the things you guys aren't thinking about. This is why Beeb is the brain. He does the homework. How is it guaranteed? How is it guaranteed that he's going to fight Joshua in the next in 2 of the 3 fights if Joshua's not signed, hasn't signed anything? And then supposedly Joshua returned a signed contract, but it didn't even have his name on it. It had Eddie Hearn's name on it when they were doing the negotiations for their last time out. They said, we'll send you a signed contract with Joshua's name on it. And they didn't even send it back with Joshua's name. It had Eddie Hearn's name on it. So nothing happens unless Joshua signs something. So Deontay Wilder signs for 3 fights, but Anthony Joshua doesn't sign anything. Then how the fuck are you going to mandate him fighting Deontay Wilder then? These are things you guys don't, these are things you guys don't think about. Deontay Wilder signs the 3-fight deal. And what does Joshua sign to basically confirm that he's going to fight Deontay Wilder in 2 of those 3 fights? That's what people, this is why the Beeb is here. This is why the Beeb is here. He uncovers everything. He peels back the curtain and he looks at everything. Eddie Hearn's ganking you, UK fans, and you still ride as you know what. You still ride it. You ride it. Taking all the big fights and brought them over here. You know why? Because we run shit. We run boxing here. We run boxing. Not you. We run it. Okay? We don't have to fill 90,000 seat stadiums because our tickets aren't freaking $50. People paid $5,000 for ringside seats for Canelo Golovkin. 17,000 people showed up, $27 million gate. 90,000 people show up over there, 11 million. Do the fucking math, guys. Eddie knows. Eddie sees it. That's why you're going to be watching all the fights at 3 in the morning. I'm going to be watching them in prime time. You're going to be watching fights at 3, 5. You're going to be watching the main event at 5 in the morning. You have to set your alarm clock on a freaking Sunday morning to watch freaking fights at 5 in the morning. Well, I'm going to be watching them at 11. But Eddie's good for UK boxing. He loves you guys. And then you have to pay $40 for your Sky subscription, $45 for your Sky subscription. I pay $8 a month for my Showtime. Do the math, guys. You guys are getting ganked and you're sitting there, oh, Eddie. Come on, guys. Larry, it's all about the spectacle for us, says Larry Merchant. Yeah. Okay, buddy. Okay. It's all about the spectacle. Yeah, it is a spectacle. Now, let me ask you this, Larry, or whatever your name is, your fake name with your fake icon, hiding behind a fake person because you can't be yourself. Do you have to set your alarm to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning? Like you go to bed and then set your alarm at 5 o'clock in the morning to watch the main events? Or are you just that loyal? You probably stay up the whole time. How do you do it? How do you do it? How much caffeine is in your system? I always thought it was about the money. I tried to tell you that. Benji, don't worry about it, man. That wasn't a shot at you. At least your daughter, at least your girl, I'm sorry, that's your girlfriend. At least your girl's a real person. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. That's right, you do it for American fights. Because why? Because we got all the champions over here. Well, Carlton Palmer, why did Eddie Hearn take all of his fight cards and put them in US venues instead of UK venues? Why are they on DAZN on prime time and you're going to have to watch it at 5 in the morning? Explain that to me. That's all I want to know. And you know what? Full credit to you. But if I cared about you, and I was like so concerned about you and UK boxing, then yeah, they get to watch Cheeseman. That's great. Yeah, the Cheeseman's the only card that you guys are going to watch in prime time on Sky, and you're happy about that. Wouldn't it be in DAZN's best interest to make Joshua fight if Wilder said yes? Listen to what you just said. Wouldn't it be in DAZN's best interest to make Joshua fight? Again, use your fucking brain. How are they going to make Joshua do shit if he's on a fight to fight? He doesn't have a multi-fight deal with them. Now, in the ESPN situation, Tyson Fury signed a contract with them. He pretty much has to fight who they tell him to fight, or they won't broadcast it. Joshua is not signed a multi-fight deal. So this is, again, you guys want Deontay Wilder to do all these things. So if they really want to make this fight, you know what they need to do? Give Deontay Wilder the same deal that Deontay Wilder offered Joshua. $50 million with 50-50 back end. 50-50 on the back end. Give him that same deal and ask yourself, will he say no to that? DAZN is scrambling. They're desperate right now. Okay? They're trying to lock him in. Of course they want the fight, but they want more than the fight. They're not thinking of one fight. They're thinking of a multitude of fights. This ain't about Wilder, Joshua. This is about the zone right now getting what they need for survival. Because even if they are being backed heavily by the Perform Group, you don't think it's embarrassing that they're not able to do what they said they were going to do? You think that their investors, you think Perform, who funds the zone, you think they're going to continuously throw money down the toilet after a while? You think that's going to fly? You think that's going to fly? And when Dillian White goes over to ESPN, and you think if Joshua loses to Wilder, it's game over. It's game over for them. It's game over for Matchroom. Canelo is the biggest star of the sport, but again, that's one fighter. That's 2 fights a year. Whereas you could have 4 big fights a year with Joshua. But if he loses, what happens? Deontay Wilder, and then Eric says to me, "Oh, do you think they're going to allow him to take the belts over to Showtime after he wins?" Well, do you think he's going to sell his soul just so he can wear those belts and be underpaid at the zone? Canelo got $15 million for Rocky Fielding. Okay? Now Deontay Wilder was going to get $20 million for Brazil. So they say. So they say. Where's that money coming from? Now that they have to double the subscription price. So what's going on, guys? That's right. Beating a dead horse with beef, but you're here. You're here. Answer the question. Why did they double their price? Why did they double their price, guys? Answer it, Notorious. Why did they double their price? If UK boxing is booming right now, why are all the fights over here? Why aren't they over in the UK? Answer the question. Answer the question, guys. What's the theory behind the DAZN increase? They're not getting the subscribers they wanted, and they're losing money. That's why. That's why. And the Eddie Hearn pom-pom girls. You guys are so foolish. You're so foolish. He's ganking you. You're getting screwed. He's taking care of me. I'm paying $9 a month for the fights that you guys are paying $44 a month, $45 a month for, and you're happy with him. You're happy with them. You're suckers. You're suckers. Oh my God, you're suckers. I can't believe how big of a suckers you guys are. Of course, it's a good value. Of course, it's a good value. But what's going to happen? What's going to happen in the next 5 months? The DAZN is not available for UK residents. No, it is not. I want the DAZN to succeed too. But at the end of the day, the biggest fight in boxing is never going to be on DAZN. It's just not. No fighter is going to limit his earning potential on an app. The biggest fight in boxing is always going to be on pay-per-view. Eddie knows this. Eddie knows this. Why do you think Eddie said he doesn't care if the fight's on Showtime? Eddie's not loyal to anybody but himself and his company. That's it. Why am I paying for a subscription if I don't want the DAZN to succeed? I just don't think that every fight belongs on the DAZN. I watch every fight that's out there. AJ versus Wilder will be on Showtime pay-per-view. I guarantee it. It'll be on Showtime pay-per-view. So if the DAZN is doubling its prices in 5 months, that's not a red flag for you. That's not a red flag. So what's going to happen next year? You know the price is going to continue to go up, right? Showtime is not. My Showtime subscription has been the same for the last 10 years because I'm always in a bundle. I'm always in a bundle. Pay-per-views haven't gone up in the last 5 years. So what I'm trying to tell you is, just like when I got DirecTV, I thought DirecTV was the deal of a lifetime. But after that first year, my cost went up higher than what my cable used to be. So I went back to Comcast. It's the same thing with this. It's the same thing. Oh, it's only $19.99. Okay, so what's going to happen next year when it goes up to $30? And then what's going to happen in a year and a half when it goes up to $40? So this is the same. It's the same bullshit. It's the same bullshit. DAZN does not care about this fight. They care about subscriptions. Eddie does not care about you guys. He cares about making money, just like everybody else. Everybody's greedy in this business. I told you guys that. You guys want to take the moral high ground. Oh, well, this guy cares about that. No, it's always about the money. It's always about the money. That's all. And you don't think, even with these fights being on DAZN, you don't think these fights can still be streamed for free? Are you that naive? Are you that naive? Beeb loves to pay more money than he needs to. No, Beeb is a realist. He's basically uses common sense. Why would a fighter take $40 million when there's $120 million to split up? Why would he not want to get 60 of that $120 million? That's all. Why would a fighter leave 10 million, 20 million on the table? Why? A fighter, I'm not stupid enough to believe that a fighter will ever do that. That's why. That's why. I'm a common sense person. Beeb loves paying $100 for a pay-per-view. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah. And you love staying up to 5 in the morning watching a pay-per-view instead of watching it in prime time like me. You like paying your $45 a month Sky subscription instead of me paying $8 for my Showtime. You love paying $45 plus your $25 for your pay-per-view. So why are you happy, Carlton? Why are you happy, Carlton? You're getting ganked. Your man is ganking you. You're taking it up the Kulu and you're smiling. Yeah, but you ain't gonna watch Joshua Big Baby Miller for free, though, are you? Are you? What if I decide to go out and give everybody my username and password at DAZN? Then what happens? Then what happens, guys? Beeb, you pay Showtime and pay-per-view? Yeah, I do. I do. I do pay. I mean, I think it's a steal that I'm gonna pay my $99 up front, and I'm gonna be paying $8 a month. I'm happy to do that. But is everybody else going to be happy to do that? No, you're not going to be paying 20 pounds to see AJ smash Fat Baby. You're going to be paying 25 pounds, which is equivalent to 28 US dollars. You're going to be paying $28 for something that I'm going to be paying less than, not even $9, because that's part of my DAZN subscription. So it's only $20 a month if you don't subscribe for the whole year starting next year. Yeah. Yeah, that's what you say, but what's going to happen when they raise prices again? I'm not complaining about anything. I'm just trying to figure out why in only 5 months' time are you doubling your subscription price? That's a red flag to me. That just goes to show me what's going to happen in a year. And then when I hit ESPN Plus charging for pay-per-views, is the DAZN going to eventually start paying for pay-per-views? Charging for pay-per-views, excuse me. Are they going to start charging for pay-per-views? I'm starting to see a trend here. I'm starting to see a trend here. That's all. My pockets look tight. Man, don't worry about me. I'm not complaining. I have a subscription. I have a subscription to DAZN. Here's my DAZN. I have a DAZN subscription. That's my DAZN subscription. And I have ESPN Plus subscription. I buy everything, guys. I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker. But my question is, will everybody else buy everything? That's all I'm asking. Is everybody else going to buy everything? That's what I want to know. When fighters' contracts start to expire, DAZN is going to keep steady raising their prices. I'm just letting you guys know that. It's just like DirecTV. DirecTV is a bargain the first year. After the first year, it's a ripoff, in my opinion. in my opinion. I mean, the good thing about DirecTV is if you get the season pass to NFL and all that, if you're a big NFL fan. But I'm not. I mean, I don't watch NFL. I'm not a huge football fan. Like I watch playoff games and Super Bowl and stuff. Like this is what could end up happening is they're gonna, at the end of the day, this so-called bargain in about a year or two may not be a bargain anymore. That's my fear. That's my fear. Does anyone think it's a good sign after 5 months you're doubling your subscription price? After 5 months. No, I don't think that's true, Carlton Palmer. My question is this just the beginning, and will it continue to go on? Will they continue to raise their prices? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Something has to be wrong over there. Someone must have miscalculated the amount of subscriptions that they were going to get. How come ESPN didn't raise their prices and they've been around? Well, ESPN's charging for pay-per-views now. So again, these apps, are not just going to, keep giving you these deals and and this type of value for long term. Eventually, they're going to have to start doing things to recoup their investment. Again, you're just not you're not very intelligent. You're not intelligent. You're not intelligent, Carlton Palmer. The question is if you're going to double your price only 5 months in, what's going to happen in a year? What's going to happen in a year and a half? What's going to happen in a 2? This looks like the beginning of a trend that doesn't look good. That's what I'm saying. And if I have to keep repeating it, then you're a dummy. If you don't understand what I'm saying, then you're a dummy. That's it. You're a dummy. Because I'm not going to be paying $100 for Joshua Miller because I subscribe to DAZN. Dummy. Dummy. Well, don't pay then. Again, dummy doesn't get it. Let's do it slow for the slow people. If you're doubling your prices 5 months in, that is not a good sign, because what is going to happen in the next 5 months when you raise your prices again? So if you continue to double your prices every 5 months or every 6 months or every 9 months, then what started as a bargain turns out to be just like everything else. That's my point. I get Fox for free. I don't even need a cable box for Fox. And look at all the fights that they have. Look at their schedule. You think the DAZN schedule? Well, the DAZN schedule right now in the next cut, like Danny Jacobs, Canelo, that's beautiful. Big Baby Miller versus Joshua, that's okay. But I still think Fox got the best schedule in boxing right now. And I'm paying $0 for that. So you tell me what's a better bargain. And then Fox has all those fight shows on with the fighters and stuff. You tell me what's a better bargain, DAZN right now or Fox? Fox is kicking the shit out of everybody right now, Showtime included. So if you want to talk about who's really killing it, it's Fox. Yep. Let's go through some of these comments, man. No, I like Fox better than ESPN. Oh, are you saying Fox over ESPN, Benji? Is that what you're saying? Okay, I got you. I don't think ESPN's doing well. ESPN matchups have been horrible. No, I like PBC. I had Callum Plant, Uzgutaki. Sean Porter fight was good. Keith Thurman fight was good. Garcia Granados is going to be a cracker. Deontay Wilder is going to be a great fight on Showtime. It's be a decent fight. Nah. I mean, who has the best schedule in boxing right now? You got to be honest, man. What is it? Have you seen the ESPN schedule? Have you seen ESPN schedule? I mean, be honest, man. They got all the fighters. DAZN's got a good schedule starting in May, but that half the year's gonna, before we start seeing decent fights on DAZN, half the year's gonna be over. I mean, you're using common sense. I like the WBSS, but again, those big fights, I mean, those aren't super fights. You're gonna have to and look at look what's been going on over. Here's another red flag. Why aren't the WBSS pay? Like, why are they having problems getting paid? If the zone is doing so well financially, right? Everyone wants to talk shit about Showtime losing money. So how come the zone can't pay the WBSS fighters then? What's going on with that? Rungvisai Estrada, that's a good fight, but again, it's flyweights, man. It's junior, it's super flyweights. I mean, you're going to compare that to the welterweights and the junior middleweights. You got you got Jamal Charlo, you got Jared Hurd. Come on, man. I mean, I'm not playing it down, but I mean, again, those aren't the biggest names in the sport. You're not going to grow. The WBSS is not going to grow the sport of boxing mainstream. Just let you know that. So basically, DAZN took off the first half of the year, and now they're not going to start showing good fights until May and June, until May and June, and then after Canelo, and the Joshua fight, what's after that? That's all. I agree. Canelo, Golovkin, Joshua, all next tier of talent. But who's Golovkin fighting next? Joshua's fighting Big Baby Miller. I like the fight. But who's he going to fight after that? If he can't fight Wilder. That's all. DAZN has better upcoming fights than PBC. DAZN's going to have a good May and June, I'll tell you that. Who's Usyk fighting? I mean, they took the first half of the year off. Yeah, Usyk's with DAZN. I love Usyk. They took the first half of the year off. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? Like WBSS is going to have the best card of the year with Taylor. Well, I like Josh Taylor too, man. I'm just telling the truth. I'm just telling the truth. I'm just telling the truth. I mean, no one wants to hear it, but PBC's got the best schedule. They got the best schedule. It's just a fact. They came out of the gates strong, and from start to finish, they're going to do well. No, you'd be fine. You'd be fine. The twisted truth. Okay, tell me what the biggest fight of the year has been so far. Where has it been? Pacquiao Broner, you may not have liked the fight, but it did well. Pacquiao Broner. Spence Garcia, I mean, that did well too. We're going to see the Mayweather effect. These fighters are getting massive record breaking mouth and then bleeding. Yep. I hate to say this, but this is a result of the Mayweather era. Fighters are becoming really smart now, and again, who would you rather see get the money, the fighters or the networks and their promoters? You guys are sitting there saying, "Oh, why would DAZN sign him just for one fight?" Fuck DAZN. What about him? What about the fighter? You're not watching John Skipper. You're watching the fighter. Why would you put John Skipper before the fighter? I'm making my own biased bet, brother. You're just gonna have to line it. Yeah. What am I being biased about? You're watching fights at 5 in the morning. You can't even get DAZN. You're watching fights at 5 in the morning. All the fights are over in the United States. and you can't even get the zone. You're paying $45 a month for your Sky subscription, and you're paying $28 for a pay-per-view that I'm getting for $9. So I don't understand. Like, you should be more mad than me. Why aren't you mad, Uncle Burnt apostrophe? Why aren't you mad? I'm mad for you. I'm sticking up for you. I think you're getting ripped off. I'm defending you. Because I have dual citizenship. That's why I care about the UK. I go to both countries. I have dual citizenship. That's why I care. Beeb, our shows have been unreal. Okay, what about now? You're getting ganked right now. You're getting a broomstick with Vaseline right now. What about now? Who cares about it? I love the UK. Tyson Fury's my favorite fighter, man. Broke my heart that he wouldn't fight Deontay Wilder in the rematch. Dude, you're one person, Carlton Palmer. You're one person. The whole UK loves me. They love me. You're one person. I'm UK's adopted son, baby. I'm a Mancunian, man. Everyone loves me. All the UK people love me. I had a UK person on the show talking UK and he said Eddie Hearn's not doing right by the UK fans right now. Nah, man, that ain't gonna work. Come on now. And you're shilling for the other side. Hey, listen, I'm on one side, you're on the other side. So what's the difference between me and you? What's the difference between me and you? What's the difference between me and you? You're over here, I'm over here. What's the difference between me and you? What's the difference between me and you? What's the difference between me and you? Because your opinion's different than mine. You're biased to your opinion. I'm biased to mine. What's the difference? I can turn it back on you. You're shilling for sporting icons. You're shilling for Sean Newton. You're shilling for Sean Newton. You're shilling for all the friggin' UK fanboy channels. This is a divide, baby. Irish is the UK. Oh, is Irish the UK anymore because of Brexit? Is Irish out of the union's gone? There's no more UK anymore. That's right. I'm sorry. I'm slow, man. I'm slow. I forgot about Brexit, man. I'm slow. You got me there, man. You got me, Uncle Burnt. What is an Uncle Burnt apostrophe anyways? I never heard of that before. What does that mean? UK fans are the biggest blind loyalists this side of Pacquiao fans. UK fans are the greatest fans in the world, man. They will ride or die with you no matter what. How many times did Frank Bruno lose and they loved him? Got like 20. I'm not deleting anyone's comments. I'm not doing it, so I don't know who's doing it. Listen, I made a mistake, Carlton Palmer. I thought Ireland used to be in the UK. No, it hasn't. Ireland was in the UK before. Don't lie. Stop it. Northern Ireland wasn't. Stop it. So Ireland was never in the UK before. Cut it out. Oh, it's a play on Frank Zappa album. Okay. That's cool. Thank you, Larry Merchant. Thank you. Oh, now we want a colony of the UK. Oh, now is that what we want to do now? We want to sit there and nitpick? Come on, this is turning into a freaking history lesson. Geography class. I'll always love my UK brothers. That's why I'm so mad that Eddie Hearn is doing this to you. It's not fair what he's doing to you. I don't like it. That's why I care about you guys. I care about you guys, man. And you taking shots at me and I'm caring about you guys. That's not fair. He won't even offer you. You know what's going to happen too? This is my prediction. Oh, Paul Evans, the DAZN is raising their prices next week from $9.99 to $19.99. Well, this is what Floyd Mayweather did. Floyd Mayweather kept telling us how much money he was making, how he's a smart businessman. So now this is what boxing's become. All the fighters want to be Floyd Mayweather now. And this is what with it. Eddie Hearn keeps talking about the money, and he keeps talking about the finances, and the deal, and he keeps negotiating with the media. So this is what it's turned into, man. I never wanted it to be like this, but this is what it is now. I'm sorry. Don't blame me for this creation. Don't blame me for this. Don't blame me for this. Oh yeah. As soon as I'm gonna sign up for the 99 too. Larry, if you like staying up to 5 in the morning to see a main event, all the power to you, man. You can eat breakfast while you're watching the pay-per-view. That's beautiful, man. I'm happy for you, man. You can you can eat breakfast and watch the pay-per-view at the same time. That's great. That's great. No, I know what you're saying, Metatruth. I'm not taking it personal, man, but I'm just saying this is what it's become. This is what it's become. This is what it's become, man. And I take my hat off to any person that stays up to 5 in the morning to watch a fight. You have my respect. You have my respect. Again, I have DAZN. You pay more than me, dummy. You're gonna pay more than me, dummy. You're dumb. You're dumb. You're not smart. I am getting Joshua Miller with my $9 subscription, along with the other fights that I'm going to be watching that month. Dummy, you're paying $30, and you have to watch it at 5 in the morning, dummy. I'm watching it prime time, dummy. Who's the dummy? You're getting hosed, dummy. I paid $75 for Spence Garcia. You got it for free on IFL. You got me on that one. You got me on that one. But all these UK fights, these next 7 or 8 UK fights that I'm going to be getting for probably $2, dummy, you're going to be paying $30, dummy. So in the long run, I make out, dummy, because my Showtime subscription is only $8. My Fox subscription is $0. Your Sky Sports subscription is $45, dummy. I am winning, dummy. Bend over and let Eddie Hearn slide it in, dummy. 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 Okay, so you can buy 24-hour passes to Sky Sports for $6.99. That's fine. That's fine. Good. So how many fights? So of those, what are there? 15? So what's 15 times 7? Because I'm going to be getting probably for my $9 a month. I'm going to be getting my Showtime is $8. I have it in a bundle. I have Netflix in my cable package. I don't even pay for Netflix. Word of the day is dummy. That's correct. DUMMY. Because people don't know how to add. They don't have calculators. People are happy. They're happy getting hosed. They're happy getting hosed. How many people pay $6.99? So basically, how does this work now? So you're going to pay $7 for 1 day of Sky? That's a fucking ripoff. For 24 hours, you're paying $7. That's a ripoff. So every time you want to watch, so what if there's 4 fights in 1 month? Then you got to pay $30. That's a ripoff. Then you got to pay $28. It's a fucking ripoff. Stop, guys. Come on. Guys are smarter than that, please. I don't know what's going to happen with the future of DAZN. I don't know. I do not know. Oh, no, it's only new subscribers. But after a year's time, it's going to go up $19.99 for everybody. DAZN better put on better cards for it to be 20. So these guys would rather pay $7 a day, when almost $8 a day for 1 day. Well, that's my whole Showtime subscription in a month. Guys, you guys are so, I mean, I feel bad for you. You guys make me nervous. Yes. And you know what else, Coach C? Say they want to get Sky for 1 day, they have to pay $8. So say there's 4 fights in a month that they want to watch, they have to pay $8 for each for 4 days. So that's $32. And then they got to pay pay-per-view on top of that. Well, DAZN's putting on more than 4 shows in a month in the United States. Eddie's given us 4 shows in a month. Plus we're getting friggin' Bellator too. Yeah. I'm getting 4 shows a month. Once again, Eddie's screwing you then if he's not, I mean, these guys, they love getting screwed over. I'm not dissing you, brother. I'm not dissing you. But on average, how many fights a month are they in the UK on Sky? On average. On average. Tell me. What's the average? What's the average? Because on Showtime, we get Showbox, we get regular Showtime. Okay, 2. 2? Okay, 2. So that's $16. Okay. I'm paying $9, dummy! I'm paying $8, dummy! And what about the rest of your cable package? And what about the pay-per-views? You guys are getting hosed. You're getting ganked. They're bragging. They're bragging about paying more money. Even with me paying for pay-per-views, I'm still saving more than you are. The guy from Ireland that came on here, Unrivaled Boxing News, said that he's paying more a year for boxing than I am, with my pay-per-views included. Showtime does have an app along with channels. Showtime has 8 channels. Wilder Joshua. Dummy! That's right! Dummy! If you can't add, you are a dummy. But you pay $44 a month for Sky, and you pay $8 a day for Sky. So what if you want to buy Sky for 10 days in 1 month? That's $80. Come on, stop. I'm killing you. I'm killing you. I'm killing you. What are you doing to yourself? Stop. I'm killing you. You're happy. Box Nation's $9.99 too. What are you going to do there? You guys can't add. The whole first half of the year, you guys got trash. You guys got trash. DAZN is not going to stop putting on good cards until May. January, February, March, April. What happened to the first quarter? You got 0. What's the last quarter going to look like? You're getting hosed. We in the UK are ripped off. Americans pay $75 a few times a year. Thank you. Thank you. People from UK are freaking, they know the deal. You got ethered, bro. Where's Vintage Beeb? Everybody's laughing at you in the chat. You're paying $9.99 for friggin' Box Nation. You're paying $8 a day for a channel. $8 a day. So if you get a 24-hour pass 4 times, 5 times a month, that's $40. You might as well just pay your $45 Sky subscription. You're getting destroyed. Stop it. Stop talking. It's embarrassing. Stop talking. How many times do I pay $75 in the year for a pay-per-view? Honestly, twice. Twice. We usually have 2 pay-per-views a year in the United States. 2. But I'll tell you one thing. I don't pay $45 a month for any fucking channel. I don't pay $9.99. I don't pay. What is your cable bill a month? What is your cable bill? Uncle Bert apostrophe. What is your cable bill a month? I'll tell you what. I have every single channel. I have Netflix, and I have my internet. I have the fastest internet possible. You know how much I pay a month? I pay for all of that. I pay $129 a month with my internet and cable and DVR and every single channel available, and Netflix included in that freaking subscription. I pay $129 a month. How much do you pay a month? How much do you pay a month? What is your monthly cable bill a month? Now, so technically I pay $129, right? Technically my internet is half of that. Or more than half of that, actually. So my cable is like 40, my whole cable package is less than fucking Sky. It's less than 1 channel in the UK. It's less than 1 channel in the UK. No, because you know what I do at Comcast? I call them up every freaking 6 months and tell them I'm leaving. And they give me a deal. They give me a deal. They give me a deal. So how do you watch boxing if you don't have a Sky subscription, goofball? I get Hulu, and you know I get Hulu for free too. You know how I get Hulu? It's bundled into my Sprint, into my cell phone. Sprint gives you Hulu for free. What? No, it's not. Come on. You pay $45 a month for Sky over there. And I pay $40 a month for every channel, HBO, Showtime, Stars, all the sports channels. I pay $40 a month, and I have a bad deal. And I have Netflix too included in my subscription, and that's a bad deal. That's a lot of money. Calculator, we gotta give you guys pay $45 a month for 1 channel. 1 channel. You pay $90 a month for Sky phone broadband? Wow, you're getting ganked. I think $99 a year for DAZN is a phenomenal deal. It's a phenomenal deal. But again, the point to this video is if you're doubling your prices only 5 months in, and ESPN Plus now all of a sudden is charging people for pay-per-view. Now DAZN is going to start showing commercials on the app as well. So what's going to happen in the next 5 months? If they continue to increase the price of the DAZN, what's going to happen in 2 years' time? It's not a good look if you're raising prices 5 months in and you're doubling your price. That is the point of this video. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. $99 a year cheaper is what? Is cheaper than what? I think it's a great deal. But they don't have DAZN. They don't have DAZN in the UK. So why are they bragging about something they don't have? That's like me bragging about freaking, freaking, what's her name there? I'm trying to think of a beautiful woman. Jenna Jameson. Why am I bragging? Like, Jenna, if I don't have Jenna Jameson, Why am I gonna sit there and brag about how great of a girlfriend Jenna Jameson could be if she's not my girlfriend? Why would I care? They don't have DAZN. It's not available in the UK, and they're sitting there bragging about something they can't get. Jenna Jameson, oh, she's great. She's beautiful. Why would I care? I'm not going to get her. Scarlett Johansson, she's cute. Yeah, I like her. My whole point is this. This is the point of this video. What does I titled the video, DAZN raised their prices. What does that mean? So what I'm trying to tell you is that's not a good sign. It's not a good sign. That's all I'm saying. It's not a good sign. If 5 months in, they're already they already raised the price. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But a lot of people aren't going to pay yearly up front because they're going to say to themselves, why am I going to pay a whole year for something that I may not like? I may not like. Like a lot of times, you know what people like to do? A lot of times people only want to pay for a month that they like the fight in, and they don't want to pay the whole year. A lot of people aren't going to want to do that. A lot of people aren't going to want to do that. A lot of people are not going to pay up front. A lot of people, like for the longest time with ESPN Plus, I wasn't liking the fights. So I was only paying for the ESPN Plus when I liked the fights. But now because there's so much good UFC on there, I just pay now. It ties them in, but a lot of people aren't going to like that, bro. That's all I'm saying. A lot of people aren't going to like that. That's my point. I like the AJ Miller fight. I'm not gonna. I have nothing bad to say about that fight. I'm actually interested in that fight, to be honest with you. It's not good business. It's not a good sign. You don't raise prices 5 months in if you're doing well. You don't do that. It's not a good. That's not good business. It's bad. It's bad business. It's bad business. $8 a month is a beautiful thing. If people are going to pay the $99 up front. Again, for the slow people. Here we go. If somebody doesn't want to get the app for the whole year, and they want to only keep it for a few months to see if they like it, or if they only want to buy it for the month that they actually like the fights for that particular month, they are not going to want to put the $100 up front. That's for the slow people. That's for the slow people. Again, why are they raising their price before me? Because they need more money. They're not getting the subscriptions that they thought they would get. Let me ask you a question. Why is ESPN so happy about telling everyone we have 2.5 million subscribers and the DAZN isn't releasing their subscribers? Why the fuck do you think that is? Why do you think that is, guys? Because they're not doing well. They're not doing as good as they thought they would, as anticipated. They're not doing well. They're just not doing well. That's the only thing. That's the only thing I could take away from this. You don't. And why are people who can't even buy DAZN defending DAZN? You're defending something you can't even have. That's like saying, "Hey, man, that's the best restaurant in the world, guys. They have the greatest food over there." Oh wow, did you ever eat there? Oh no, they don't let me in there. They lock me out. But I heard the food was great there. Like why are you big up in something you can't even get? Dummies, you're dumb. You're dumb. Yeah, man. That's the best freaking. That's the best movie, man. That movie's awesome. That's a great movie. I love that movie. Oh, did you see it? When did you see it? Oh no, then I couldn't see it, man. I didn't have the money to see it. It wasn't available in my area. I couldn't see it. How you know it was great then? It's like The only reason why you like this is the only reason why you guys are big upping the zone is because this is what you do. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. You're riding your boys. You know what? If Eddie Hearn wasn't involved in the zone, you would not care about it. You would not care about it. You guys root for a promoter who doesn't throw punches, who doesn't get in the ring, who doesn't fight, but you root for a promoter. You'd rather see a promoter get paid. You want to go back to the Don King days when Don King stayed ripping fighters off. This is what you love. This is what you want. You ride this guy. Why don't you just strap a saddle on this guy, man? Strap a saddle on him. Dummies. Oh, the DAZN's a great deal. Do you have it? You're getting ganked. You're getting ganked. Hey, man. Those headphones, those are great headphones. They sound incredible, guys. Oh, you have a pair of those? Did you ever put them on trial? Nah, they won't let me. I went into the store. They wouldn't let me buy them. They wouldn't let me buy those headphones. How you know they're great then? I don't know them. The guy that makes them is really cool. I like him a lot. Has his name on the headphones. He's a cool guy. So they have to be great just because that guy's name's on the headphones. Dummy! Dummy! He's ripping you off, dummy. He's ripping you off, dummy, because all the fights are over here now, dummy. They're all on DAZN, dummy. They're all on DAZN for $9.99, and you have to pay $45 a month to see them, dummy. You have to pay $30 for a pay-per-view, dummy. He's ripping you off, dummy, and you're happy about it, dummy. Keep defending him, dummy. You can't even buy DAZN, Raphael. You can't even buy it. You can't buy it. Nothing changes over here. Yeah, you have to stay up till 5 in the morning to watch main events. You have to pay for pay-per-views when I get the fights for virtually nothing. He is shafting you. Hearn has shafted the UK fans. Why are they in denial? Because you know why? They're on angel dust. Guys are fucking dumb. Dumb. Who in the hell would big up somebody? Like imagine if like me, my best friend, like I had a best friend, and we were cool as shit. Every Saturday night we would throw a party at my house, and all his friends would come over. We had the best party in the block, and then all of a sudden he takes everybody to another block and doesn't tell me, and now the party's over someone else's house. Is that dude gonna still be my man? Am I gonna be like, yeah, he's cool, man, he's cool. I like that dude. He parties hard. After he just took all the party and everyone that was at my house for the party over to another block. This is the stupidity of these people. These people are dumb. They're dumb. Freaking dumb. I don't get it. He took all of the next 7 of the 8. You guys get to see Cheeseman. Okay? 7 of the, even Adam Smith ain't happy. Adam Smith from Sky, he was on, I saw a video today. He's bitching about it. He said Eddie has to deliver for us. I guarantee you in about a year, in about a year or less, you watch what happens. Frank Warren will be on Sky again. You watch, and Eddie will be exclusive to DAZN. You watch. I got Eric out there trying to get us sponsors, man. I got Eric trying to make deals for us, man. That's what I got. I'm telling you, man. You guys are hilarious. These guys, Eddie Hearn took all of the UK cards and brought them to the United States, and he put them on an app that we get for virtually nothing. And they have to pay $45 a month and they have to pay friggin', or they can pay $8 a day, or they can pay $30 for a pay-per-view, and I'm paying like friggin' like $1, less than $1 for the card. He's hooking me up, and he's giving them the shaft, and they're big up in this guy. I should be big up in this guy, and they're big up in this guy. And again, he was big up in Frank Warren. What's his name there? Adam Smith was big up in Frank Warren and saying that Frank Warren put on some great cards in the UK. He wasn't saying that about Eddie Hearn. I'm not bitching. I'm telling it like it is. You're the one that should be bitching. You're getting raped. You're getting raped, dummy. You're getting raped. You're happy about paying more. But he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. They're dumb. They're not. They're just goofballs. Goofballs. I've never heard of any fan base so blindly loyal in my life. I never seen such a thing in my life. It's crazy, man. Crazy. He took all the fights, brought them to the United States, put them on an app, and he's putting on like four or five cards a month here that we're getting. So divide that $9.99 into four, and then all the other shit that we're getting on there. It's just amazing. It's amazing. You can't cry. That's growth. How is that helping UK boxing by having Tyson Fury signed to ESPN, by having Billy Joe Saunders come over to ESPN, by having Kyle Frampton come over to ESPN, by having friggin' Dillian White probably come over to ESPN, by having Eddie Hearn show all of the cards that used to be on the UK in the United States? How is that good? How is that good for UK boxing? How is that good for UK boxing? Wow. These guys, it's so great that Eddie is so popular. Again, they care more about a promoter who is screwing them over, and they're a fan of someone who is ganking them, more so than a fighter. They're rooting for a promoter, and they don't even get paid off of that promoter, and they're rooting for him. They're a fan of that promoter. You're defending a promoter that is raping you. You're dumb. You're so stupid. It's cognitive dissonance, exactly what it is. It's the dumbest thing ever. He took all of the cards and brought them here. And they have to watch him at 5 in the morning. And they're happy about that. And they have to pay quadruple what we pay. And they're happy about that. But he's a great promoter. He's great for UK boxing. He's raping you. And you're laughing about it. And I'm trying to figure out why you love him so much. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I love the guy. I love the guy. You know why I love the guy? Because he's giving me all the fights that you guys would have had for almost nothing. I love the guy. My only problem with him is he can't make this Wilder fight. That's my only problem with the guy. Everything else he's done, my hat goes off to him. I just wish he would stop talking shit and make this Wilder fight. That's all. He's a promoter, and you root for a promoter. You're a fan of a promoter. You know what that would be like? That would be like me being a fan of a basketball coach. I don't care about the team. I like the coach. I like the coach, man. Yeah, Bill Belichick, man. I'm a huge fan of his, man. I love the way he holds that chalkboard up and writes shit on the chalkboard, man. That shit is awesome to watch. You guys are corny, man. You're corny. You're corny. The fight's going to be made. The fight's going to be on Showtime pay-per-view. Because he's going to cowtail like he's been cowtailing all along. It's going to be on Showtime pay-per-view. That fight will not be on it. That fight will be on the app after it's broadcast live on Showtime pay-per-view. I'll bet $1,000 on that right now. That fight will be on Showtime pay-per-view. Who wants to bet me? Who wants to bet me that fight's on Showtime pay-per-view? Yeah, you're rooting for a promoter because you're defending a promoter. You're defending a promoter. You're defending a promoter. You're thinking the guy is taking all of the fights away from you and bringing them over here. And that the biggest fight in boxing, the unification, which was supposed to be at Wembley Stadium, because he did it because he was going to do it for you. It's all for you, Damian. All for you. And now he goes and tells you, oh, we could do the fight on Showtime. Oh, the fight's probably going to be in the United States. And you dummies fall for the shit time and time again. You guys are dumb. You care more about Matchroom instead of seeing the biggest fight in boxing. Do you actually think a fighter is going to take a flat fee for a fight that is the biggest fight in boxing? And what about the foreign television rights? Who gets that money? Eddie, there's only 80 million for the fighters to split up. Are you serious? Are you serious? Between Sky and Showtime pay-per-view, sponsors, TV broadcast rights to other countries, site fees. There's only 80 million to split up between the two fighters. You guys really you believe that too? He told you the fight was going to be at Wembley Stadium on April 13th. You believed him. Didn't happen. He told you that Wilder was not worth more than 15 million. You believed him. That was wrong. Like, you actually believe that these guys you're only gonna split 80 million between them? You actually believe that? When it's all said and done? Are you guys that dumb? Come on, man. Stop it. The fight's gonna happen on Showtime pay-per-view. And the blind love, the fanaticism that you have for a guy that doesn't even throw a punch. He doesn't even throw a punch. He's not a boxer, and you're voting for him. You're happy about him. You're more concerned about him. You sound like little kids. This guy's scared. This guy's afraid. Fighters aren't afraid. Come on, stop. It's so corny. It's corny. You don't believe what you're saying. It's like a little na. My dad can beat your dad up. My dad's tougher than your dad. You sound like 3-year-olds. Dumb. Fight's going to be on Showtime pay-per-view. Just like Floyd was afraid of Pacquiao. Floyd's afraid of Pacquiao, right? He was afraid of Pacquiao. All the keyboard warriors calling fighters cowards who never took a punch in their life. Yeah, just like no amount of money was going to get Floyd in there with Pacquiao, right? How did that happen? How did Lewis Tyson happen? How did Holyfield Tyson happen? Fight's going to happen, but it's going to happen on Deontay Wilder's terms. Everything is starting to go in his favor now. Why is the DAZN still talking? Why are they still talking to Shelley Finkel and Al Heyman and Deontay Wilder's team then? You don't think they're going to give in? You don't think the DAZN's going to say, okay, can we? The DAZN's going to say, oh, can we at least have the delayed broadcast rights then? If you don't want to have the fight on the DAZN, can we at least have that? And they'll give in. They'll give in. It's going to be on Showtime pay-per-view. I guarantee you that. The fight is going to be on pay-per-view in the United States. I guarantee you that. Mark my words. Mark my words. So what did Anthony Joshua sign to make sure that Deontay Wilder was gonna fight him in one of those 3 fights or 2 of those 3 fights? So Deontay Wilder is supposed to sign a contract, but how come Anthony Joshua didn't have to sign anything? Why is Anthony Joshua on a fight? Anthony Joshua is on a fight-to-fight with DAZN. So he could say, I don't want to fight Deontay Wilder. And then Deontay Wilder is locked into 3 fights. How come Anthony Joshua didn't sign an exclusive deal with DAZN like they're asking Wilder to? How come? How come? So technically, legally, Anthony Joshua does not have to fight Deontay Wilder if he doesn't want to, regardless of if Wilder signs the 3 fights or not. So where's the contract that Anthony Joshua has signed? Oh, the last contract that they had, Eddie Hearn signed it, and they sent it to Deontay Wilder, but Joshua didn't sign it. Why? Why? No one's afraid of nobody. This is about money, bro. It's all about money. No one's afraid of nobody. This is about money. If you're too dumb to not see that, then I feel bad for you, bro. You're the same person that's getting ganked. You can't even get DAZN, and all the fights have been taken away from you, and you're still happy with the guy that took the fights away from you. Hey, let me ask you a question. If you get a pay cut, are you happy about that? If your boss gives you a pay cut, you happy about that? When your bills go up, are you happy with the people that raised your bills? No, it wasn't. So how is it to fight AJ twice? What did AJ sign? How could AJ be bound to fight Wilder if AJ is on a fight-to-fight? How? Explain that to me. Obviously, Finkel would structure his response to the Oh, how do you know that? How do you know that? How do you know that was even an option? How do you know that was an option? It's because AJ already agreed. Oh, okay. So just because he said he would do something, he also said he would take $50 million. He agreed to that, but it never happened. So, I mean, are we just supposed to trust people's words? Guys are funny, man. Guys are funny. Guys are too funny. All right, guys. I mean, this is like more than enough comedy that I can take in 1 hour, man. So, yeah. So where's Anthony Joshua's signature? He's on a fight-to-fight. He hasn't signed a damn thing. So Wilder's going to sign something without the other guy signing something. But yet the fight's going to be definitely going to be happen. The fight's definitely going to happen. Of course, it would behoove Finkel to structure his response. But also, he asked them how much Joshua would be getting. They wouldn't tell him. So, again, you're getting destroyed, man. It's not even funny anymore. I got to get out of here, man. Guys are clowns. I'm going to end it on this. What piece of literature did AJ ever sign to guarantee that a Wilder fight would happen if Wilder signs with DAZN? Wilder locks himself into 3 fights while the other guy's on a fight-to-fight. The other guy can bounce anytime he wants. While the other guy's locked into 3 fights. Oh, beautiful! Go get him, guys! Get the fuck out of here. I'm done. Have a great night, everybody. Take care, man. Peace out.